So guys, welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. We're here in our base. We talked to Paul Amsel last time. Basically, we did the setup mission for our foray into AS technology, which will be happening soon. Before we do that, let's see if the crew have got anything to say to us. Dietrich. No, he hasn't. I'm imagining they won't until we pass this next mission. No, okay. No one's got jack all to say. I take it Glory's not got anything either. Okay, fine. What about the computer? Anything we need to know about on the computer before we go on our mission? Check your inbox. No new messages. Open the jobs directory. View all pending. Just those two. Okay. Check the stats of the ALBIS fund. We're doing well. We're doing pretty well. And the Shadowrun BBS. Post pay data for sale. I didn't even realise we had some. Post the OTK financial records. Sweet. We've got another one. Oh no, okay. Anything to search for? Dragonkeeper banking woes. Looks like there's been a good old-fashioned bank heist in Dragonkeeper. One of those old defunded banks had some funds in it, apparently. Whoever was responsible waltzed right in and transferred away a whole load of new yen. That's not all. A pal of mine had been contracted to do some work for one of the other leading establishments in the area. When he went in to meet with his contact, all that he found was a couple of shell casings in a troll-sized pool of blood. The smiling bandit. Fuck off. And I'd always assumed that banking was a boring job. Sounds pretty action-packed to me. You've got a break-in, a big score, what looks like a revenge killing, all of that plus a steady paycheck. What more could you want? If you need me, I'll be putting in an application at my nearest savings and loan. Brilliant. I like how they just chatter away about the shit that you've done. It's a nice little touch. Right, well, fuck me. Let's go to AS Technology. There might be some slight coughs coming. I think I'm coming down with something. I felt like shit yesterday, and I feel really bad today as well. I don't really have a sore throat so much. It's just a banging headache. But I can feel a bit of a cough starting to come on, especially when I'm talking a lot. So if it gets a bit coughy, I'm sorry. It's that time of year. It's gonna be inevitable. It's the worst. It is the fucking worst. You'd think one of these days we'd manage to get rid of the common cold entirely. Where would we like to travel? We'd like to assemble a team and travel to AS Technology's Berlin compound to sabotage their bloodline research project. And we shall be taking Glory, Blitz, and I guess Dietrich. He's used his Earth Elemental, however he does have some other shamanistic tokens. Because the Earth Elemental turned out to be quite badass. Once we figured out how he actually worked. AS Technology, a giant in the worlds of technological and magical research, one of the most powerful and feared corporations on the planet. There are very few places in this world that the tendrils of AS Technology cannot reach. Germany is no exception. The black glass edifice of an Asi pyramid dominates the courtyard of the Zitadella Spandau, and countless other more innocuous facilities can be found all over Berlin. The lab that they maintain in the Jawohl district is one of these. According to your client, the project that the Asis are working on here is dangerous. So dangerous that she's paying you to bring the entire building down. Dun, dun, dun. Very dramatic. Okay. We didn't go buy any meds. Or did we already buy meds? I don't need any of that shit. We can actually grade Glory's pistol weapon. How fascinating. What we will do is we will give Blitz the Ares Predator back. He's still got some drugs, so that's good. I'll leave him with those for now. And we'll give Dietrich. Let's give him a bliss. And I'll give him a med kit. Okay. Okay, we're ready. The Yavul district is everything that your client made it out to be. Corporate complexes of all description crowd into one another, competing for the district's limited space. Lights burn in all of the windows, but the streets stand empty. No shoppers, no pedestrians, nothing but silence. You are leaving the control sector. Sie verlassen den kontrollierten Sektor. Berlin. Wow. Quiet out here. Friend of mine did a job here once. Told me that the local wage slaves are all issued efficiency apartments deep inside the compound. Apparently they've got all the buildings linked up on an underground tram system. Bed to cubicle in less than 5 minutes. Most days the poor bastards don't even get to see the sunshine. That ain't living. It's a slow death. He shakes his head. I just don't get wage slaves, man. I really, really don't. Get inside the technology facility. Keep the team alive. Oh, shit. Overload the facility's generator. You know it's going to be a bad mission when one of the objectives is just to not die. I mean, can we go and have a poke around? Well, I mean... Oh, shit. I've clicked something. For a start, I'm going to make a quick save point. So... just in case it does go to shit, at least we've got a nice spot to reload from. And then we're going to explore the outer perimeter, because I'm a professional. Okay, literally nothing. I just wanted to know. It would be silly not to check. Let's interact with this thing. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Schockwellenreiter. RE as Technology. This is an open request for research data from as Technology, Yavul District branch. The Asses conduct their research in secrecy. They use their money and power to obscure the truth. We will uncover their secrets. We will share them with the world. We will level the playing field between as Technology and its competition. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information. Schockwellenreiter. Okay. Oh man, nice statue. Oh fuck. Just panic. Oh my god. Wow. This already doesn't look good. We have to fight our way in right from the start. I was hoping we might at least be able to partially stealth black it. Let's see. Your comlink buzzes. There is a series of clicks as the connection is established. A moment later, Paul Amsel begins to speak. Alright, Slick, that's the S-Technology complex just in front of you. You'll note the heavy security posted at the front door. Those are S-Technology employees. They're dangerous to be sure, but you could probably take them without too much difficulty. Unfortunately, the Asses have also contracted Knight Errant to protect this facility. They're the ones you need to worry about. Just to reiterate, you want to keep a low profile on this run. Get in and out as quickly and quietly as possible. Knight Errant keeps a high threat response team on site, and you don't want to tangle with them. Trust me on that. If you do need to go loud, give it everything you've got. You're going to be reducing the building to a smouldering crater anyway, but I'd highly recommend stealth over a frontal assault. Thanks for the heads up. No problem. If I were you, I'd begin by trying to find an alternative path into the building, something out of sight. Once the facility calls for help, you're going to be on a tight timetable. Yep, figured as much. Thanks for the heads up. We will examine the immediate area. There's a hatch. There's a doorway. A couple of dudes. What have we got down here? Looks like a dead end. Although, let's just make sure there's nothing here. Also, can I press like Alt? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's also have a quick snook up this way. Oh, more dudes. Okay, fine. Oh. We can inspect the statue. Cheap corporate art. Looks like marble from a distance, but up close it's clearly made of injection molded plasticrete. Okay. Well, I liked it. Let's inspect this thing. A shoddily built soy calf shop. Looks like it's closed. Oh, really? So, hatch it is. Human and a dwarf, both in their early 20s, and huddled in the courtyard. They don't seem to notice your approach. She's been gone a long time, Mira. I'm getting worried, aren't you? She's my girlfriend, Heimlich. Of course I'm worried, but she can handle herself. On the streets, yeah, but against the Asses, I just don't know. She'll be okay. Brave words, but her tone tells a different story. It's plain as day that she's worried sick. Oh man, I don't know what to do, Myra, and I still say that messing with the Asses was a bad idea. What else are we supposed to do? That compound of theirs is lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree. They've got more power than they know what to do with. We need that juice, Heimer. Our solar collectors are garbage. If we can't keep the lights on after a few days of cloud cover, how do you think we're going to survive in the winter? I know, Myra, I know, but we couldn't have just bought some second-hand panels. They can't be that expensive. She sighs. We could have, sure, before Danny spent our last handful of neon on those forged keycards. She straightens up, puts on a brave face. She'll be fine. She'll be back any second now, just you wait. Oh dear. There's always something. She looks up at you, her expression guarded. Yeah? What do you want? You kids are going to get yourselves killed. Look, man, we're just trying to keep our business running. I don't know why he just suddenly went Jamaican. That was weird. She nods. That place is everything to us. We live there. We work there. It's all that we've got. Oh, the soy calf shop. If we can't keep the shop open, all that goes away. We're all out on the street, broke, in the dead of winter. We're doing this because we don't have a choice. He stares at you for a moment before speaking. Look, you're obviously a professional. We work at a soy calf shop. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Mira likes to talk, though. Tough, sorry. Heimer! But she doesn't know the first thing about dealing with corp security, and Danny knows even less about splicing into power lines. Confidence can only carry you so far. He looks down at Mira and shakes his head. I'm sorry, Mira, but I can't afford to be optimistic, and to be honest, you can't either. Danny needs help, whether you want to admit it or not. The facade cracks and Mira's face crumples. Yeah, I know. So, can you help us? We need that power and we need Danny back. And I don't think we're going to get either without your help. I don't do pro bono work. If it's bad for the Asses, it's good for me. I'll help you out. Oh, thank God. Thank you too. He turns to Mira. Give him the spare keycard that Danny bought. He's going to fix this for us. You can see the mistrust in her eyes, but after a moment's hesitation, she begins to fish around in her bag. Finally, she produces a thick plastic keycard. She hands it to you. This'll get you into the utility tunnel. Danny went down there about half an hour ago. She said she'd be back in 10 minutes. Find her for us, okay? Please, bring her back safe. Yep. In we go. Somebody spent a fair amount of money on this utility hatch and it's plastered with the anti-tampering warnings to prove it. Take a closer look. Cursory inspection shows you that the hatch has been maglocked. It's a fairly sophisticated model from the looks of it. Short of using an authorized keycard, there's no way of you getting past this thing. Insert my authorized keycard. The indicator light on the maglock changes from red to green. There's an audible thunk, and the hatch pops open, revealing a ladder leading down to the utility tunnel below. Into the tunnel. Okay. Something to inspect. The lock appears to be short-circuited. Now then, we're going to get into a bit of a rumble down here. Uh-oh. Looks like we are. I'm guessing that's Danny. Hopefully. I mean, she's going to think we're a threat. In an instant, you size up the scene playing out in front of you. Oh, are they attacking her? A young elf dressed in the same shabby chic clothes that the cafe kids were. Danny, cornered, with no place to run. A pair of vast technology security drones closing in for the kill. The drones are low grade, but they're armed and Danny's hands are empty. She's in trouble and she knows it. The futility of her situation is written all over her face. An instant later, the drone sensors alert them to your presence. They spin in unison to face you. Intruders detected, weapons detected, lethal force authorized. Danny's eyes widen as she hits the deck. The panic spills out of her in a scream. Look out! Okay. Don't worry, Danny. I know a thing or two about combat droids. It goes a little bit like this. Haste glory. Change the claws. Mince them to fuck. Let's go for this one. So I don't need the armor strip. So what we'll do is... well, they all kind of strip armor, I guess. Let's go for the double combo then. The wombo combo. Man, that was wank. Jeez. Way to go, Glory. I suppose there's no point not to be out in the open on these guys. I don't want Blitz attacking this one because he's gonna fucking hit Danny. Okay. If I single shot this... Okay, good. Phew. That was fortunate. Oh, God. Good job, I'm a total badass. Absolutely saved your life, Danny. Danny looks you up and down. When she's finished sizing you up, she puts her hands on her hips and smiles. Thanks for the rescue. It takes a pair to bring a weapon into Aussie territory. Everyone knows they shoot first if you're packing. I wouldn't have risked it. Life in the shadows is all about taking risks, baby. Hamrick and Mirror sent me. They're worried about you. Oh, Hamrick worries about everything. Price of being a dad, I guess. She smiles. Mirror's got faith in me, though. Anyway, yeah, I'll admit it. I got in over my head, but only a little bit. The Jones wouldn't have shot me. I wasn't armed. But I wasn't looking forward to spending the next week in an Aussie interrogation cell. I've heard stories. They're true, love. He shakes his head at her. Word to the wise. If you're fool enough to try something like that again, carry a gun. Better to be shot than let them take you. I'll take your word for it. I'm not planning on making a habit of this. She slaps the side of the power conduit with a smile. And I shouldn't need to. Tap's all hooked up and ready. Impressive. Heinrich wasn't convinced that you could pull it off. Yeah, well, it's amazing what you can teach us how to do when your livelihood depends on it. Blitz leans in to inspect her work. Yeah, that looks like a pretty solid connection. Nice soldering job on those contacts there. I'd say that you're good to go. He straightens, casts a glance back at you. You know, Chief, we could use this setup to our advantage. It wouldn't be too hard for me to manufacture a power spike from here. We could overload the S's power grid. Without disabling the generator's safety overrides. It wouldn't cause any permanent damage, but the confusion might give us an opening to get into the building. He shrugs. Your call, of course. Just thought I should bring it up. Danny's eyes go wide. Whoa, hold up. If you do that, they'll trace it. That technology will find the power tap and they'll come down on us. Tell it to someone who cares. Yeah, but it's a good way for us to get in the building. I'm too good. I'm too good. We can make it worth your while. No, you can't. There's nothing you could give us that would make up for what you're talking about doing, so please just drop it, okay? Shit. What are we gonna do? Oh, fine. You win. I'm too nice. We won't bust your little power-stealing operation. She breathes a sigh of relief. Thanks. You know, some people say that some people say that Shadowrunners are ruthless criminals, guns for hire, just out for the money. It's good to see that isn't always the case. Yeah, well, fucking enjoy it while it lasts. I'm gonna bail out of here. I've been stuck in this tunnel too long already, and like you said, the others are worried. But if there's ever anything we can do for you, come by the shop. You'll be welcome at our place for life. Yeah, well, that doesn't really fucking help me now, does it? I'm gonna have to find another way into the fucking building. God damn it. I knew we should have played a fucking chaotic neutral character. Danny looks up at you with a smile. There he is, our hero. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for bringing her back to us. Yeah, thanks. And thank you for helping to keep the asses off our tails. If Danny had been captured, it would have been bad. She reaches up, grabs Danny's hands, clutches it tight. Where's the bad, babe? A lot worse. She looks down at Mira and smiles, squeezes her hand tight. That's the same thing she just did, wasn't it? Anyway, thanks again for the rescue. We all owe you a lot. And if there's anything that any of us can do for you, just let us know. Well, now you mention it, I suppose you know how I can get into as technology. Got any more key cards? Got any key cards for me? Okay, well maybe they'll crop up again in a future mission. You know, maybe there'll be a better reward somewhere down the line for doing that. Still feels like that probably wasn't the best thing to do. Anyway, let's see if there's another way in. Dun dun dun. Sweet. So that wasn't our only avenue of stealthing in. I'm guessing that was the best option, but at the cost of those people. Oh man, this is pretty cool. So yeah, I guess we'll take this way in instead. But that's it for now, guys. We'll go to that next episode. So I'll save it here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.